Welcome back to Video Village. I'm Greg.
I'm Des.
And today we are finishing season 2 of The Last of Us with episode 7, The Convergence. First time watch for both of us. What are you expecting going into the finale?
Big cliffhanger, because everything that, we have kind of heard online is that game 2 is definitely going to lead into season 3, if not even a potential season 4. I've seen a lot of people, without giving spoilers, go back and forth on being pro and con that. So that's what I'm expecting. And I think I'm expecting at least a cameo of Abby. I think we have to set up Abby coming back.
Yeah, we can't not see her. I agree with that. We have to see her at least one more time, even if it's not a final,
right?
Which it won't be, confrontation.
A big scene or anything like that, but I think we just need to see her.
Yeah. And it's interesting because in the last video, the comments were great. And I asked in the video how, what percentage of the game they think we're through so far. And there was kind of a divide between people. People were saying we're either 40 to 45% of the way through or we're way earlier. So I'm very curious to see after we watch this what the comments are in terms of how they ended it and how they decided to break up the season, and if they did it in a natural spot or if they added something to make it more of a cliffhanger. It'd be very fun to see. But yeah, I'm still kind of dealing with that was probably the last we'll see of Joel for a while, which was kind of at least this season, I'm imagining. Yeah. So that'll be tough.
And even if it's done in the gameplay, obviously they are making changes from the game to the show because they have that ability to do that. So I'm not giving up on the fact that we might see him in a season ahead and they'll figure out a way, because a lot of people were like, this character was only mentioned in the game, but we actually see them in the show. So I just think based on his popularity, it could happen. I think the thing that would most likely prevent it more than anything is his own schedule.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But I'm interested also to see Tommy now, who is with them in Seattle. We haven't seen him yet. I still think there's more to Tommy's story that we haven't heard.
I would think so, because he's now the last link to the Fireflies, like you said before, for Ellie. But yeah, I'm curious. I've said it the last 2 episodes now that Dina's pregnant and Jesse and Tommy are with them. I'm very concerned for both of them. So hopefully they make it out this episode. But
I just think that's too, based on kind of the twists and unexpected things that they have done in this series, I just feel like that's such an easy out to kill Jesse.
I agree, in terms of, because it would be a complication to have 3 people in a child rearing situation, but especially in the end of the world. So I agree with you. I hope that's not what it is.
Right. But he's expendable at this point.
He's expendable, and we spent so much time showing how jacked and capable he is. You know what I mean? So and we haven't seen him do any action yet. I feel like he's got to do something, maybe for better or worse, but we'll find out.
Maybe we'll see a callback to that first fight scene with him, helping Ellie and the move she was doing, kind of thing.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
we're excited to get into this and see where this goes. If you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below. It helps us a ton. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Everything helps. If you really like what we're doing, consider joining our memberships in Patreon, where you get all these cuts earlier. You get our full uncut, unedited reactions. You get more interaction with us and more influence on what we watch. It's pretty fun. Love to see you over there. But otherwise, let's check this out.
I wonder at some point if they will add somebody next to her, symbolizing maybe Dina.
Like Dina, yeah. Seems like the only one it could be. Maybe a little baby.
I was thinking, how do you... Little carriage?
Yeah. Little baby Bjorn on the back of the Explorer, Works. Yep. Just Ellie.
Raining, so maybe we're picking up right where we were? No? Oh. Yeah.
This is gonna hurt.
What did she do? What happened to her?
She got shot when they were leaving.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't let me die.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't.
Listen, if I pull it, it's gonna tear an artery.
So he's gonna find out she's pregnant.
I know where the arteries are.
No, you don't. You're not a doctor.
Dina, shut up! I got you. All right? I got you.
Kiss of death.
Or not. Yeah, the arrow.
That's right. I completely forgot she got the arrow.
Okay.
No.
It's gonna help. Have some.
I said no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Ow. Why were they alone?
Where's Tommy?
Well, I guess this is happening while Ellie was in the basement.
Dina!
What's the name of your horse?
Shimmer, I'm alone. Open the fucking door.
Where is she?
What happened to you?
Dina!
Secure the door, maybe?
Yeah.
Ellie, where were you?
Handling business. That breathing doesn't sound good.
Where's Tommy?
Yeah, we haven't seen him at all.
Let me see.
It's just a hole in her leg. It's fine.
Is the baby? It's okay. How do you know? I just do.
Yeah.
Sit over there. All right. Shirt off.
All the scratches from the
Okay. Arms up.
stalkers.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. Doesn't even look like a human back. It's so bruised and cut.
So you're gonna tell me what happened? I found her. I found Laura. Good.
You tell
Does she know where Abby is?
everybody about the spores.
But she only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe nothing. She was infected. It was already setting in. I made her talk. I thought it would be harder to do. But it wasn't. It was easy. I just kept hurting her.
Now she'll understand what Joel was doing.
Did you kill her? No. I left her.
Better.
Yeah, well, maybe she got what she deserved. Maybe she didn't. It was a long time ago. Before I came to Jackson.
Oh, she's gonna tell her?
There was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City. They had a hospital there. They were gonna use me to make a cure. But it meant that I would have died. And Joel found out. And he killed everyone in the hospital.
They didn't tell you what they were going to do to you.
He killed Abby's father. He was a doctor. And Joel shot him in the head to save me. So that's why they came. Did you know who they were? But I knew what he did. I'm sorry.
I don't get why Dina's upset by this. She was all about it. It doesn't change anything she said last episode.
We need to go home.
No, it does.
She made a whole big point about how it doesn't matter if they deserve it or not. He killed Joel. And if he killed her family, they do the same. I don't know. That seems like a jump.
She was just told that there could have been a cure. So you have to give her a moment to digest that.
Sure.
They've only been there 3 days. Still no Tommy. But you're right. She was saying it didn't matter, but knowing a little bit more, I think you kind of have to take a moment. Let us go through emotions, people. Our first reaction may be different from our final.
Do you have any extra 9mm? Thanks.
Here it comes. Oh, never mind.
You shouldn't be on your feet yet.
I'll go back to the couch in a second. I promise.
She's got to tell him here in front of Ellie.
The other one.
Uh-oh. Joel's watch. Equivalent.
It's for good luck. Not sure it's been working for you. I'm alive.
Yeah. And
I can do this
and
alone
pregnant.
if you want Ellie to stay.
So she made her peace with it.
We'll be safer together.
The rendezvous point's not far. Assuming Tommy's there, we should be back well before sundown.
Okay, good.
You okay to barricade?
Yeah, go.
Wait, why are we splitting up? I thought they were going to leave.
But Tommy's somewhere that they need to get him.
Oh. Feel like you keep one person with the wounded pregnant woman, but that's me.
You ever gonna tell me how you found the theater?
You ever gonna tell me what happened to you last night? We followed the likeliest path into the city. Found the place you stashed Shimmer. She's still there, doing all right. Not that you asked. Then we saw the WLF sign on the TV station. Figured that's where you went. Split up a 2-square-mile area around it and began searching. That's how I found the theater.
Oh, you make it sound easy.
It took 2 days and a lot of close calls.
Thank you. I mean it, honestly. Look, I know you're angry.
Last night, Dina said, I can't die. Not, I don't want to die. I can't. And then I offered her whiskey and she refused.
Yeah.
Dina, the girl who's never turned down a free drink in her life. Seconds before I was going to push a crossbow bolt through her leg.
That's weird. I don't know why.
Yes, you do. I'm not stupid and I'm not blind. Ellie, I see the way you two look at each other. It's different now. Yeah, and I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me, like how she's pregnant.
Fuck.
Ellie, you weren't slick.
Oh shit, you were guessing? God. Look, she's obviously gonna tell you, so just act surprised, okay? None of this has to change things between us.
Everything changing doesn't have to change things.
Yeah.
Well, how about this for something new? I'm gonna be a father, which means I can't die. But because of you, we're stuck in a war zone. So how about we skip the apologies and just go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle.
Jesse said a lot of things that you don't say if you want to live through an episode already.
But she's sitting there going like, I'm the father.
Yeah.
I think she forgot the Jesse element of it. Okay, so that's not...
Okay, it's not her.
It's not her. Oh!
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay.
We need to move faster.
So different picture.
So there was a different picture, and we're not, yeah. Ooh. That's not good.
I don't know why they keep walking down the middle of the street when you know the city's crawling with people.
Please tell me we're close.
We have 2 more blocks. Just give it a minute, see if it dies down.
Did they see them, or are they in another fight?
Sounds like they're fighting someone else.
Oh, yeah.
The world is not a balance, but I have so much.
Oh, it's the guy that he saved from Fedra.
She got me.
I was wondering when he was coming back.
Ellie, what are you doing? This is not your fight, Ellie. At all. Jesse's right. Let it happen.
Think about the fact that you guys still need to go get Dina.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up.
Ellie, this is
So
insane.
stupid.
Ellie!
What?
Dina.
Yeah.
These people are shooting each other, lynching each other, ripping each other's guts out. Even the kids. I am not dying out here. Not for any of them.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Not our war.
He's right. Because it's not only just 6 of them. They had backup. And radios. Yeah, they're very cavalier about just walking around the open.
Oh my.
Hey.
Okay, so she is still alive. If this is present day, anyway.
Good news. Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
Okay, the episode title.
It's gonna get even bigger. Orders have been relayed verbally. Everything's set. All the officers are on board, but I think the rank and file are a little scared.
Aren't you?
It'll be dark by 21:30. We'll start the staggered loading.
Any word on Abby?
Not since yesterday. And we still haven't found Owen. Mela's missing now, too.
So her entire crew just disappears. Tonight of all nights.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mels, but only one Abby.
Ooh.
What makes her so important?
Okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She's a good soldier, great even. But we have an entire fucking army out there and you're acting like she's the most important. You in love with her or something? I don't know. You wouldn't be the first old man to...
Okay. No. By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
Okay.
There's an even better chance I'll be dead.
Great pep talk.
So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep? Who leads them?
Abby.
Who secures our future? It was supposed to be her.
Well, she's fucked off, Isaac.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't.
And she's driven by revenge, so maybe you chose wrong. Oh, wow. I'm sure this is in the second game too, but that looks like the bookstore in the first game. That's great. There's like a huge sequence in it.
Fuck.
Is that your shit?
Yeah.
All right. So if he's not here,
It's gonna be fine. He'll make it back.
well, what if he's in trouble?
What if he is in trouble? We're all in trouble. Here we are again. You and me in bad fucking weather.
But no weed hanging around this time to chill with. Ready to baby.
Oh, Love You Forever. Please grab that one. That is my favorite.
She gotta start
He's
reading
gonna
up.
do Love You Forever. Oh, I love that one too. She might not have ever read that one.
No, she's probably never even seen Sesame Street.
Oh,
You picked a good one. Should have thought of that.
go over, grab more.
Listen, about me and her, I don't really know what to say.
Right now, we got a lot of problems.
The toadstools around them are great.
Maybe Tommy's dead. Maybe we'll be dead. So let me at least just get this one off the table. Yes, I love her. But not the way you do. Remember that group that stopped by Jackson for a few weeks on their way south to Mexico?
From Alberta? Yeah, they had some decent shit to trade.
There was this girl with them. She was a couple of years older than me. I don't know if you remember. She was selling paintings, like landscapes and shit.
Were they good?
No. I bought 4 of them.
Of course.
That fucking feeling when you're falling for someone and they're falling right back.
So what happened?
Best 2 weeks of my life. But she couldn't stay. Didn't want to abandon her family like that. So she asked me to go with them instead. And I wanted to, more than anything.
Then why didn't you?
Because the people of Jackson took me in, raised me, cared for me. Because everyone there is counting on me to be the next Maria.
I was going to say he's the next and Abby's the next.
Because I was taught
That's interesting.
to put other people first.
Okay. Got it. So, you're St. Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
You can make fun of me all you want, but let me ask you this, Ellie. I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
Yeah, you're both dead. That's gotta be Tommy, because the Scars don't have guns.
Sniper. It's gotta be Tommy. This is South Lake. There's 2 piers right here. It's gotta be one of them. Pack your shit. We're going up.
Jesse runs weird.
Why did Tommy leave?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he was searching. He doesn't know he found him. Like, he was on the other side of the city.
Yeah, but they had a rendezvous point.
Yeah.
So,
You hear that? It's in the right direction. I don't see any.
Is he on the Ferris wheel? That would be terrible.
Dude. Ellie.
The whale.
What?
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium. It's too far to swim. We need a boat.
What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, Tommy's over there. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Tommy.
You don't know that's him.
What? Who else would it be?
Yes, we do.
We don't, and even if it is, he's got them pinned down.
For now, they called for backup.
Then he'll pin more of them down. I know him. He would want me to do this.
He didn't want you to before.
3 more people have voted with you. You'd be coming with me.
I voted no.
I was just going to say he wasn't one of the 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Because everything you do for you. Ellie.
Oh my God.
Ellie, it wasn't in the best interest of the community.
Fuck the community! All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite! You think you're good and I'm bad? You let a kid die today, Jesse. Which is why he wasn't in your community.
No, because it saved both of your lives.
My community was beaten to death in front of me while I was forced to fucking watch. So don't look at me like you're better than me, or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
Yeah, but he would think it out better than you would.
Yeah, save Tommy
I just
first.
hope you make it.
Yeah, he's going to Tommy.
Yeah, Ellie, the first time I'm not really with you on this one.
Yeah.
That was very selfish. Especially after losing Joel. You should be clinging to Tommy. She had a
Well,
gun.
my main thing is that it's not just Ellie anymore. She says her community, but she has Dina.
Yeah.
And there's not even that second thought of what would I do? She hasn't, that fatherly instinct hasn't cut in for her the way it did for Joel. So,
Yeah. Seems like you're the same distance. You haven't gotten any closer. I would not get on a boat in those waters.
I mean, they're planning for something to go down between Wolf and Scars.
Yeah, big attack before dawn. So it's going to happen while she's doing this. We saw, what's his name, Isaac getting all...
Take him out to get on the boat herself.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, boat's coming in.
Oh, a lot of them.
Oh, Ellie.
Where are they coming from? The Scars all on a different part of the sound?
Yeah, turn the lights off.
That's cool with the lights off. The storm helps cover the sound if you're trying to sneak up on them, but... It's so dark.
She would have been so dead had she shot with that many people.
Yeah. Ellie can't even swim. This seems wildly reckless. Although maybe she's learned by now, but at least in the first game she couldn't swim.
You know she's not alone, too. Every time you go everywhere, there's multiple people. Like, she's, ugh.
I don't think that little skip is moving like that through that water. But maybe I'm not a seaman, so I don't know.
Oh!
Yikes. Well, I guess we'll find out if she can swim.
Oh my gosh.
That would be amazing if that was the end of the season.
That might be the end of Ellie. And now we're going to switch storylines? Oh. What?
Okay, I guess she can swim.
I thought the boat just perfectly is right there.
Or maybe it's a different boat.
Oh, because they had to go. Yeah.
I don't know how you make that swim with all that gear and clothes on. Oh boy.
Well, I wanted to know more about the scars, for sure.
Isaac's attack is going to be what frees her.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tell them!
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she's gonna get out of this. It's just how. She's the cutest little, most innocent looking kid.
Yeah.
The village.
The village! Leave her!
I'm surprised they did just kill her and then go. That plot armor helps. I was gonna say, I don't think any of your weapons are gonna work for a little bit. I hope you kept the ammo dry.
Is she going back to Seattle or is she going back to the wheel?
Back to the wheel. She would learn her lesson.
Is there somebody in the boat? Oh my gosh. Like again, I don't know why she was so concerned about that guy that they had caught and cornered. If all of her thing is, I'm like, well, I still just need to get Abby. Like, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand why she cared even. Because if that was her thing, then why wouldn't you also go where they were running to see what was wrong?
Girl, you want to turn off that flashlight?
No, that doesn't help us as a viewer see her.
There you go.
Music was not meant to calm us down.
All that time you were in the dark, I would have just let my night vision do its work.
Oh, damn. That's recent.
Yeah.
And this explains why they didn't make it back. Somebody's hurt. Does this Owen guy that like went with her that I think is in love with her play a bigger role, do you think?
I think so. That's why they mentioned him. It was Owen, and then Manny is the dude from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I forget the other name they said, but
it was the one. Another girl, I think. Yeah, that does seem too bright.
Yeah. Cool. Jellyfish are terrifying. Okay. That gun is bigger than her arm. That's her.
I'm not. And let's be honest, this isn't about them anyway.
Oh, that one's not.
Do you even understand what's going on?
I understand everything.
Owen
And I'm choosing no also because it's Abby.
Fine, I'll do it on my own, like always. I can make it there and back in 30. If you're still here, you can get on board and keep going with us. If you're not, you're not.
Fuck you, Owen.
Hands up.
Yeah. Is she pregnant?
Where's Abby?
You gotta be kidding me.
She looks huge.
Shit, don't. Just shoot them. Like you had that perfect moment.
I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
No. I mean, I know he did, but no.
If you're gonna do it.
We don't know where she is.
You were just talking about her, so yes, you fucking do. You, bring me that map.
What?
You're gonna point to where Abby is, and then you're gonna do it. And it better fucking match.
That would be better if Ellie had heard Joel say those lines, but I'll allow
You
it.
have 5 seconds. 4.
That was a nice
She's gonna
callback.
kill us either way.
Yes,
I
she
won't.
is.
Because I'm not like you. 3.
Ellie, if you don't kill them and you let Tommy die, then what's it for?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Don't trust him. Don't trust him.
Slowly.
I can't.
Slowly.
Okay. Bye, Owen.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it hit her too, and she doesn't realize it. Yep.
Oh, God.
And she's pregnant, because she definitely has some bump going on.
Do you have a knife?
Yeah. I saw it when she stood up.
Knife. You're gonna take it out.
What? No. No. Sorry, no.
I don't know how to do that. I do. One incision. That's all it is. We should have tied the cord.
What are you going to do with it?
Work fast. Work fast. Work fast. Okay.
This is wild. Don't do this, Ellie.
How deep? Deeper than you think. Which way? Which way?
This is not going to happen, right? This is not.
Can't have two babies.
Oh, this is not.
Love transfers. What?
Love transfers?
You're doing good. You're doing really good.
Yeah, she's not there, girl. Let her go. You can't take care. You can't take care of that baby anyway.
She's going to lie to her.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You think I'm good and you're good and I'm bad? You let a kid die. I shot a pregnant lady.
Oh.
What was she even doing there if she's pregnant? Like, you would think in this, even
What's
in this,
Dina doing?
Well, at least she didn't know.
Right,
like,
but
you'd feel like in these times you would prioritize protecting pregnant people, especially.
you got to protect yourself. Like,
Yes.
it's how you. Oh.
He show up.
Ellie!
Oh.
How? Oh,
Yeah.
thank God it's Tommy, though.
Let's go. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, Jesse, you're a good man for coming back.
Dina, what are you doing? Dina. Oh, thank God. That was a big jump cut. So, like.
2 more off your list.
Were there 5 or 6?
I think 6.
Manny and Abby are the 2 for sure that we know are left.
And I think there's one more. There was one more girl, I think, but maybe not.
The park is no-go, so we stick to the south on our way out of town. Not a good idea to move her in this weather, so pray for sunshine. Get the horses at first light. Don't look back. You know, they were part of it, too. They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
But Abby gets to live.
For now.
Yeah. Are you able to make your peace with that?
Guess I'll have to.
You gonna apologize to him?
I'm gonna start packing the duffels.
It's a very cool theater. It's a fun shot.
Thank you for coming back.
Maybe I didn't want to.
Yeah, I feel like Tommy had a bit to say.
Maybe Tommy made me.
Did he?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah. But also, the thought did occur. If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
I would.
Can't have nice things.
Aww.
I didn't expect it to be that quick.
Abby?
Stand up! Hands in the air or I shoot this one too.
Just run!
Shut the fuck up! Stop! Stop!
Gotta hate her even more now. The Jesse death is too easy.
Yeah, that was too quick and wild.
Just let him go.
He killed my friend.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them. I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. I'm the one that you want. Just let him go.
How did she get the drop on Tommy?
I let you live. And you wasted it.
Kind of hope that's the end of the season. Now, flashback.
Hey. You up?
Well, yeah, now.
Cool. All right, come on. Isaac wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
Just let me wake up. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right. It's your funeral if you make him wait.
Think that was the end of Ellie for this season.
Maybe.
And we'll just see her flashbacks, learn a bit more about her.
It's funny because I really like Bella Ramsey, but everybody's been saying that she should have been Ellie, and I see it. She looks so much like Ellie in the video game. Oh, wow. that the Link? I guess it is. Or whatever it's called in Seattle.
The football stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Link is Philly. I forget what it is in Seattle. So now next season is all Abby. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're in Seattle. We got to get this song to close it.
So, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're back. We just finished watching season 2, episode 7 of The Last of Us, the season 2 finale. First thoughts.
I mean, we were right that we were going to get a little bit of Abby to set us up for season 3. So, which I think is going to have a lot more Abby. For sure. I'm so bummed because I was really hoping they weren't going to follow the pattern of, killing Jesse, but it seemed like it was going that way, but I was hoping for a twist to make it a little bit more complicated on them. But he kept saying the things and putting his foot closer and closer into the grave.
Yeah, he did. And then, for silly me, for a half a second when they were sitting in the theater, I was like, maybe it won't happen now. Like, I still wasn't going to take him off the list, but I was like, we've already kind of passed the moment. I knew something big was going to happen to end it, but I didn't expect it to be that. But it was so quick and so whatever.
I also was a little kind of, really, that's how he busts through a door without thinking or looking or seeing that, that's what they're expecting. Like, it just seemed...
There were a couple of things. There were a couple of things that seemed out of place for how tight and how well written and how well done the show and the story have been. And I'm nitpicking, obviously, but that was one. Like, it just seemed like a convenient way to get rid of Jesse so you don't have to have some of those. We got a little bit of it with them, which was good. That's one thing. The whole thing with Abby somehow getting the drop on Tommy, like, not that she can't do it, but show us. Like, because she's 5 feet tall and Tommy's a big dude, a former soldier. Like, he's been in the Fireflies, he's been in combat.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see how that happened. We don't know where Dina is.
Well, I think Dina was the last shot. I don't think it's Abby. I don't think it was Abby shooting Ellie. I think Dina might have had the shot.
I could see that, like a gentleman. Yeah.
I think Abby would shoot to kill Ellie, and I don't think that, she missed.
Yeah, I don't think, obviously, neither one of us think Ellie's dead. I don't think it's a spoiler. I'm pretty sure she lives through the game. I feel like I would have heard something if she hadn't. I can't imagine a game being good if they killed Joel and Ellie.
I can't imagine it just take... I know that a big chunk, I think a big chunk is going to be Abby to start season 3.
Now that we've had this conversation before, we were under the impression that you played as Abby for a big chunk of the game. Immediately after she killed Joel, apparently there was some time, which we saw now. But it makes me wonder if they are going to do another short 7-episode season, if it's all going to be Abby. Like, all through her perspective. Maybe with a little glimpse of Ellie at the beginning and the end. And then season 3 would be, or season, I guess it would be 4, would be the stories coming together and playing out to the end. But I don't know. I think you're right, though, that we're going to get way more Abby in season 3, I guess it's called then.
I mean, they've got to make us like her a little bit more and root for the villain, I think, or at least know her a little bit more to have a bigger build-up between her and Ellie. Because that's not it. That's not the end of their confrontation.
Yeah, no, I agree. We have to sympathize a little bit. So far, there's nothing to really sympathize with her for.
It's like a smidge. It's her dad, and Joel did it so you can understand, because now Ellie's the same thing. He's like her dad and he's avenging her, so I get that. But I think that the biggest thing that everybody keeps, coming back to us about is this whole, could she have cured, could she have not? And there's a lot of people coming after, like, us saying, we don't know for sure. And everybody's like, well, Neil says it was for sure. Yeah, we get that. But when you're in the moment, you're not seeing a pop-up that says, by the way, the writer of the show says 100% that this would have happened. So same perspective of like being everybody in there. They don't know for sure, like, certain things could have happened.
And more importantly, Joel didn't know. That's the thing. Like,
he felt it, he believed it, but like, probably too, but he wasn't. It's the whole choice of like, if it was sacrificing one for the whole, but then also, would you do that if that really was your kid? Yeah. And he'd grown close enough to her to consider her his daughter in a way. And like, I don't know many parents who'd be like, yes, take my child, even if it means saving all of humanity. It's like, and my biggest issue with it and why I feel like I'm okay with Joel and everybody is like, he did wrong, whatever, is that if Ellie had been given the choice, if Marlene had come to Ellie and been like, Ellie, this is what we know. This is what we believe. Are you okay with it? And Ellie said yes. I think that could have had like even a bigger impact. And I don't think they would have mended their fences as easily, because I think Ellie would have chosen. I think Ellie would have said yeah, especially before meeting and falling in love. And
100%. And I mean, you're right. From what Neil has said about whether the cure was going to work, that makes complete sense from a storytelling perspective because you want those stakes. But I think it's a cop-out still to say that because Joel does not know that in that moment when he does it. Whether he believes it or not, it's an unknown.
And I know a lot of times when we're watching series and stuff, and especially when it's come to an end, and there are some like kind of lingering unanswered questions that is done purposefully because they don't want to make a decision because they want the people who think one way to think they were right, and the people, they don't want to disappoint either side. So I'm a little disappointed that he did come right out and say that, you know, oh, for sure, Ellie would be the cure, for sure. It's a little disappointing in that if you really want to have that perspective of like when you're watching it, when you're really in that world, you wouldn't know that. And that's where I'm trying to like immerse myself into that world.
And that I would argue was the point of the first game. You wanted that uncertainty because you didn't want to know. And like you said, if they had given Ellie a choice, it's not a conflict, right? So they didn't give Ellie a choice to make them look bad. Mm-hmm. If Joel had known immediately right up front that a cure was going to work, even if it cost Ellie's life, then all of a sudden his decision is entirely selfish. And it wasn't at the time. And that's what made it, at least the first game and the first story, the first season, so compelling to me, is that you had that ambiguity. You had that don't really know. And so, yeah, I understand Neil coming out and saying it because he's right. That's the bigger stakes. Like Joel robbed the world of it. And that's great for you to say when you're basically God in this universe, like fantastic. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But from the character's perspective, it doesn't automatically make anyone less or more guilty or innocent in any way, shape, or form because they're acting in that moment on limited information, which is the point of good storytelling. But I never understood that decision not to tell Ellie by Marlene in the first one. I completely agree. That's one way that just said to me that it's just, I was on Team Joel from the beginning because of that. If they had given her a choice, Ellie, I think we both agree, Ellie probably
would have
still
said yes. I think she would have said yes.
But they didn't, so whatever. But I mean, in this one, interesting. I mean, it was good. It was a very fun episode. Fun is a weird word, but it was more sedated than I thought. There wasn't as much action as I expected, which is fine. I mean, we've talked about this a lot. Usually it's the penultimate episode that has the big set pieces, which we had.
Which was last week, yeah.
I didn't expect that cliffhanger. I was glad she didn't do the cesarean.
Oh my God. I was like, how is that going to move? But I think it was giving us a preview of like, holy crap. Like, what if something goes wrong when Dina's having birth? Like, this is
100%. That might have been foreshadowing for that. But that was wild. I don't know what you do. I understand the mom who's dying wanting to do that. But yeah, you can't take a newborn. You can't care for it. It's going to be loud. Like, all that was interesting sequence. And yeah, and this was really the first, maybe not really the first, but one of the first times I really remember disagreeing with Ellie, that whole conversation with Jesse, instead of going for Tommy first and then trying to talk them into going after Abby would have been, I think, the better course of action. Obviously, we didn't get that. That was interesting to do that way, to paint Jesse as, I don't know, the voice of reason in that moment and show that Ellie is letting the revenge and the vengeance kind of overtake her common sense in that way. But yeah, I'm still shocked that we're done with this season. It feels like there's so much meat left on the bone.
I knew it was going to be abrupt. We knew when we saw the 7 episodes, we weren't going to get nearly what we got out of even just 2 more episodes like last season would have done a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting, again, not knowing the game or things, like how they really are going to structure this like season 3 and potentially season 4. I mean, we know season 3 is happening. Mm-hmm. Don't know about season 4. I don't know. I kind of like where I'm at right now with it. I really like it just to be one season. I really feel like you just stop, like answer the questions. Like, let's just do this. If you really want to do a 4th season, clearly you want a 3rd game. So like go make your 3rd game.
That's what I'm curious if they are going to do.
I don't know. I don't know how, obviously I don't know how it ends, but like I would rather have a longer season 3 than a short season 3 and a short season 4.
Especially if we're going to have to wait 2 years between each season. Because that seems
that's
crazy.
just So I mean, like just for the audience sake, and you know, it's crazy because when you look at the episode orders that are happening for these shows, this is so not the typical ordering, and streaming can change that. You know, when you are on a network show, you get an order of like 13 episodes is usually your minimum. Your next level up is, depending on if it's a 1 hour or half hour, it goes up to 22 to 25.
Yeah.
So I just wish they would just do like, hey, you know what? Let's do 13 episode season 3 to really just
that would be great.
Seal it off.
Yeah. Even if they just do 10, would be great.
I'm hoping not for season 4. No, I mean, I know they would like it. I know it's really nice to be employed and get that and all that kind of stuff. But as an audience member and going into this, I don't know. It's hard to stay attached to these characters right now.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid the break between 3 and 4 would make it worse.
I'm very curious. I mean, just from a purely inside baseball and TV perspective, which we both love. I'm curious what the numbers, when they all said and done for this season, are going to be before and after they lost Joel.
Oh, ratings.
How big of a drop-off it was.
Yeah.
Like, I know there was a drop-off. There's been a lot of talk about it. But I wonder if it's significant. I'm assuming that it probably is. I don't know how, if I'm a network executive or if I'm Craig Mazin and I'm sitting there, not necessarily Neil, he doesn't need to care. I'm a little nervous about that. If there's a big gap now between season 2 and season 3, I haven't heard any specifics of when they're talking about shooting. I know it's greenlit. I'm imagining they're not going to start shooting until 2026. So you're talking at least another year for people to kind of, like you said, not be attached to these characters. You're not having Joel coming back.
Yeah.
And you're leaving us on the potential that maybe not even Ellie's coming. We know Ellie's coming back. But it just seems like that's a big roll of the dice.
And I think, right, like it would be really interesting to go back and look at the weekly ratings to see what was actually happening. Because the other interesting thing with it being streaming, I said it myself, if I weren't watching this for the channel after episode 2, I probably would have stopped and waited until the full season had finished.
Yes,
maybe hear a few things so I could just binge it and deal with it versus having it drag out and wait each week. I'm curious to see if now that it has the full season is out, if they see a jump in people watching it because it's completed when like certain movies that I didn't want to go watch, but I would just go read the synopsis so I could just kind of have that conversation. So I could have that conversation when you're working and you whatever, but it's like, I didn't want to watch that scary movie. So let me see what it was all about.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if people will kind of like do that, jump ahead and then come back and watch it. Maybe that's the case. But personally, as just somebody watching it who hasn't played the game, I would just like to have season 3, 13 episodes. Give it to me.
I'm curious now whether I should play game 2.
Yes.
Okay. I just don't know if
we have so much time.
Well, that's the thing. We do have so much time, but it was so different watching this season than season 1
because you knew the general story. Okay, so you guys can take it. You guys can let us know in the comments if Greg should play the game, and like season 1, he knew the game, but he didn't know the show. And we've done like the only other time we've done that one is something I know is I knew a musical and we watched that half of it.
Which again we're coming up to soon. Very excited.
Crazy.
That's a different thing.
Yeah. I kind of would a little bit. I know I'm mixed on it, but because there's such a huge gap, I almost feel like I need you to do it so that when we watch it, we can kind of like go, oh.
Yeah. I think maybe it'll be useful and we can I'll get that.
See. With all your spare time.
Yeah, exactly. With all the spare time with everything we have going on. But anyway, we had a lot of fun watching The Last of Us Season 2. It broke our hearts in a lot of ways, but it also was very entertaining. We hope you enjoyed watching with us. If you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below. It helps us a lot. Hit that like button. Helps more than you know. Subscribe, leave a comment, do all of that. Helps. Really like what we're doing? Consider joining our membership at Patreon, where we get all these earlier. You get access to our uncut, full, unedited reactions. You get more interaction with us and more influence on what we watch.
Go back and check out season 1 and our full season 2. Now that they've completely dropped, we have our full playlist out. And if you are interested in watching our full unedited cuts of both season 1 and season 2, go ahead and join either YouTube memberships or Patreon membership. They are all there waiting for you. And if you'd like to see our longer, more in-depth outro, go ahead and join our memberships on YouTube or Patreon.
Absolutely. Hope to see you there.